And today's date is 11/10/2020, and the day is Sunday. Pages will be from page 83 to 92. We are going to revise this lesson. Lesson 1, what are living things and non-living things? So let's see what are living and non-living things.
Welcome to the lesson, What are living and non-living things? Do you know what is alive and what is not? You may be surprised. The vocabulary words for this lesson are living things, non-living things, environment, and reproduce. Click each.
So in this lesson, you're going to learn the vocabulary that is about the living things, non-living things, environment, and reproduce. So you're going to learn about these 4 words in this lesson. In the lesson, what are living things and non-living things? So let's see.
Word to find out more about it.
So first, let's see what is a living thing.
Welcome to the lesson, What are living and non-living things? Do you know what is alive and what is not? You may be surprised. The vocabulary words for this lesson are living things, non-living things, environment, and reproduce. Click each word to find out more about it. Are cows living things? How about rocks? Living and non-living things are all around us. Think about the chair you are sitting on, the table, the computer, people, a pet turtle, the air you are breathing. Look at the 4 pictures. Click the living things. Then click OK.
So now we have 4 pictures here. So now we have to say whether it is a living thing or a non-living thing. So what does a living thing do? Living thing, they breathe air to live. They grow. So these are the types of all living things. So now in the pictures there are 4 things. So we have to see which are the living things here. So is this a grass living thing? Yes or no? Write to me the answer in the chat. Is a grass living thing? Yes, very good. Ahmed, Livia, very good, Lama. Yes, grass is a living thing because it can grow and it can breathe air. So this is a living thing. Yes, very good, Asil. Now, look at the sand here. Is this a living thing? Now look at the sand. Is this a living thing? No, very good. Excellent, Livia. Yes, it is not living thing. So sand is not a living thing. As it does not move, it does not breathe, and also it does not grow. So this is not a living thing. Only grass is a living thing. What about the cow? Is it a living thing? Is cow a living thing? Very good, Murad. Yes, the answer is correct. Yes. So a cow is a living thing. So a grass is a living thing and also a cow is a living thing. So a grass,
The plants and the cows
yes.
are living things. They can grow, change, and reproduce. They need food, water, air, and space to live. The rocks and sand are non-living things.
So the rock and the sand, they
They
are
can be
non-living
moved,
things.
such as by water or wind, but they cannot move on their own. Rocks and sand do not need food, water, air, and space to live. They do not reproduce.
So now you know the things that are living things, that is the grass or the plant and also the cow. They are all living things. And the sand and the rock, that is a non-living thing. It does not need air, it does not grow, it does not move. So the rock and the sand, they are non-living things.
How do you tell if something is alive? All living things can do four things. They can grow, change, respond.
So now how you know that living thing, it is a living thing or it is non-living thing? By looking at the four things. So which are the four things you have to look? That the living thing, it can grow, they change, and they respond to the environment, and also they reproduce. That is to make a new living things. They reproduce to make again same like them. So that is called reproduce.
To their environment and reproduce or make new living things. Click the images to learn more about living things. Living things grow. They start small and get bigger. This young plant can grow into a large plant. All living things change. Plants change as they
So all living things, they change. Will be small when they are growing, and then they change and they grow up big. So all living things, they change.
grow. Their stems get longer. They may grow new leaves and flowers. Animals change as they grow too. All living things can reproduce or make new living things. People and animals
So now you know that the plants, they grow and they change, and also the living things, they can reproduce and make a new living thing same like them. So all living things, they can grow and change, and also they can reproduce, they can make new living things same like them.
make young that look like themselves. Plants can make seeds that grow into new plants. All living things respond to their environment. When someone rolls a ball to this dog, he responds. He wags his tail and chases the ball. Give a plant water and sunshine, and it will respond by growing.
So how do animals and plants respond? Here in the picture you can see a dog. When you throw a ball to it, it responds, it becomes happy and it moves towards the ball. So the same way the plants also respond to the environment by giving, when you give the water and sunlight, it starts growing. So this is how they respond to the environment, and also here they change, they grow, and also they reproduce. So these are the features of all living things.
Non-living things do not do all of the four things that living things do.
So now we are going to see what are the difference between the non-living things, what living things can do and what non-living things they cannot do.
Unless something grows, changes, reproduces, and responds, it is not a living thing. Sometimes, non-living things can do some of the things that living things can do. Think of fire. It moves. Does it grow and change? Maybe, if there are more things to burn. But it does not reproduce.
So there are some things which is same like the living things and non-living things, but not all. Like, the living things now, it can grow, move, and change. But here also the fire, you can see even the fire, it grows. When you put lots of wood, it will start growing. The fire grows more and more. So fire grows and also fire moves. It can move with the wind. But can it reproduce? Can it give birth to the same one? No. So it is not a living thing. So there are some things which are same like living things and non-living things, but they are not living things. They are called non-living things, such as fire.
It is not a living thing. Categorize these living and non-living things. Drag the pictures to the correct category.
So here we have the living things and the non-living things. And here there are some pictures which I am going to put for the living things and non-living things. So give me the answers now, everyone. We have a human or a girl here. So what is she? Is it a living thing or a non-living thing? Is she a living thing? Give me the answer. Yes or no? Is the girl living thing? Very good. I got the answer from Livia. Yes, Murad, Lama, Zainab. Very good. So a girl, she is a living thing. Yes, it is correct. So now let's move on to the next one. Very good, Mujib. Yes. We have rocks here. So is it a living thing or a non-living thing? Is it a living thing? Very good. Faris, Miral, yes, excellent. It is not a living thing. Yes, your answers are correct. Very good, grade 1. Now let's see fire. So what is a fire? Living thing or a non-living thing? Now you have seen, they said the fire, it moves, it changes, and also it grows. But does it reproduce? No. So it is not a living thing. Yes, very good. Livia, Miral, Ahmad, Ahmad Walid. Very good. Yes, your answers are correct. Let's see. Is it a non-living thing? Yes. So fire is a non-living thing. Now we have flowers. So what are flowers? Living things or non-living things? Is flower a living thing? Very good. Livia, Murad, Reem. Excellent. Miral. Very good. Let's see. Is it a living thing? Yes, very good. So even a flower is a living thing. Now we have marbles, small marbles. So what are they? Are marbles living things or non-living things? Very good. Zainab, Abdullah, Faisal, very good. So what is the answer? No, so it is not a living thing. Let's see. Let's put in non-living things. Yes, again, it's correct. So it is non-living thing. Now let's see a butterfly. So what is a butterfly? Can it grow? Yes. Can it change? Yes. Can it move? Yes. Can it reproduce? Yes. So what is it? Is it a living thing? Yes. Very good. So let's put it in living things. Very good, grade 1. Again, it's a correct answer. Now we have the sea waves. Is it a living thing? Or is it a non-living thing? Does it grow? Yes, sometimes it grows. Can it move? Yes, it moves. Then can it reproduce? No. So what is it? Is it a living thing? No. Excellent, grade 1. So we have the answer. Let's put it in non-living thing. Yes, again it's correct. Very good. So we have a cloud or a sky. So let's see, is it a living thing or a non-living thing? What is a cloud? Yes, very good. Let's check your answers. It's a non-living
That's
thing.
correct.
Yes, very
You've
good.
done a great job categorizing these living and non-living things.
So well done, grade 1. It's correct. So these are the living things and these are all non-living things.
All living things need food, air, and water to survive. Can living things find what they need in their environments? Yes, they can. Click the images to see what living things can find to survive.
So what are the things that living things need? They need air, water to survive. These are the things that they need to survive. Let's see.
Living things use food to live and grow. Animals find food in their environment. Plants make their own food.
So all living things, they need food, air and water to survive. That is to live. So they get the food from the plants. The animals, they get the food from the plants or the animals.
Living things need water.
Living things also
They can
need
find
water.
water in the environment. Living things need air and space to live. Living things can find these things in their environment.
So first, they need food, then they need water, and then they need air and space to live. So these are living things. They need food, water, air, and space to live.
What do you see? Observe this environment filled with living and non-living things. Drag the labels to the living and non-living things.
So let's see, there is a picture here where is a bear is catching a fish. So we have to label here. There are some things which says living things, non-living things, living thing, and non-living things. So let's mark which are the things here that are living things and which are the things that are non-living things. So first, let's see the bear. It is an animal. So is it a living thing or a non-living thing? Is it a living thing? Yes, very good. Layan, Jury, Asil, Celia. Very good. I got your answers. Yes, so it is a living thing. So let's move the living thing and mark it. Is it a living thing? Yes, it is a living thing. Now, let's see water. What is a water? Is it a living thing or a non-living thing? Does water need food, air, and space to live? Yes, very good. Zainab, Livia, Faris. Yes, your answers are correct. So let's see non-living things. Very good. So even water, it is a non-living thing. Now let's see the sky. We have seen already the sky or the cloud. So what is it? Living thing or a non-living thing? Yes, it is a non-living thing. Very good again. Now we have here the green plants. So what are they? Living thing or a non-living thing? Yes, very good, Miral. What is a plant? It is a living
Great
thing.
work! This hungry bear and the trees and plants in the valley are living things. The water we drink and the air we breathe are needed for life, but are not actually alive.
We need air, we need water, but they are not alive. Only living things need them.
Which one is a non-living thing? Click your answer.
So we have 4 pictures here. So which is a non-living things in this? Is it a cloud or a sky? Is it a bird? Is it a ladybug or is it a plant, a daffodil? Which one is it? Yes, excellent, Miral. I got your answer. Very good. Yes, Livia, very good. Excellent, both of you. So, our answer is the cloud. It is the non-living thing. So, let's see.
You got it.
Yes.
Clouds are a non-living thing. They move and change, but they don't grow, respond, or reproduce.
So, cloud is a non-living things, but because they can move and change, but they don't grow, respond, or reproduce. So, they are a non-living thing.
Which one of these is a living thing? Click your answer.
Now you have to find which one is a living thing here. Is a rock living thing? Is a water living thing? Or is the marble living thing? Or the snail? Is it a living thing? Very good, Mariam. I got your answer. Miral, very good. Very good. Again, Livia. Yes, all your answers are correct, dear. So it is the snail. It can move, change, grow, respond, and reproduce. So it is a living thing.
That's correct. A snail is a living thing. It gets food, water, and air to breathe from its environment.
So it's get food, water, and air to breathe from its environment. So it is called a living thing. The remaining are non-living things.
Before we finish, Let's take a quick look at the main points you covered about living and non-living things. All living things do four things: grow, change, respond, and reproduce. Non-living things might grow and change, but they do not reproduce. Living and non-living things are found in every environment. Living things need four things: food, air, water, and space to live. Now that you've finished this lesson, if you wish, you can go back and review any part of the lesson again.
So now we have seen in this lesson that living things, they can grow, change, respond, and reproduce. So what can living things do? They can grow, they change, they respond, and also reproduce. And what living things? They might grow. So you have seen the fire and also the water. They grow and they change, but they do not reproduce. When they reproduce, they are the living things. When they grow, they change, they move, but they don't reproduce. They are called the non-living things. And living things and non-living things are in every environment. We can see it everywhere around us. The living things and also the non-living things. Then living things, they need food, air, water, and space to live. Whereas non-living things, they don't need food, they don't need air, they don't need water, and they don't need space to live or survive. So now you have seen what living things and non-living things can do. So let's see a video here.